Hello YouTube, Ed Forever and Always back. I just recently found out some information about some things that are going on with Iran, and I just wanted to touch a couple things on there and prove a couple of points. One of them being the media, for example. Well, let me start with this. The media is saying that for those of you that aren't aware, there's an issue going on between Iran and us, and from what I gather and understand, which I don't know all the information and I'm not claiming to, but from what I understand, the apparently some ships that we've had have been going through the Gulf for years, and everything's okay. Well, now all of a sudden Iran sends a notice, hey, guess what, Americans, you're in the range of our missiles. You know, okay. I would take that as a threat myself. Well, they're saying there's an aircraft carrier that's part of the fleet that will not enter the Gulf. And, you know, I'm reading the comments that I've seen on this post, and a lot of people are going by what the media is telling them, you know, and with you know, I've got family members that have served in the armed services. I got a lot of friends that serve in law enforcement and the military, and you know, so I asked them. You know, I try to get some tactical ideas for myself, and I've learned a lot of things. And one of them being is when it comes to a dangerous situation, you do not want to be boxed in. So putting myself in the shoes of an admiral who's in control of a multi-million-dollar piece of equipment that is very significant for our military, you know, his judgment calls reflect on him. So the media is claiming that this admiral is pretty much saying, I'm not going to go in there. He's saying no for whatever, and that's not the case. Again, he's in control of a big-ass aircraft carrier that's holding billions and billions worth of our military equipment. So he wants to make the right call. With the way these carriers are, especially now, there's so much advanced warfare systems built into these things. He doesn't have to be in that Gulf to attack anywhere near that Gulf. He could be halfway across the world and still probably hit somewhere around there. The whole point of that fleet being there is to make a point. It's to say, you cannot threaten us. If you do, we will reciprocate. The fact of him not going in there just speaks of how coherent he is being. And it's a tactical move. He doesn't want to be boxed in, and he's still maintaining a close distance. It's not like he is trying to go halfway across the world because he's scared of getting hit by something. He's not scared. He's trying to protect the equipment and you know, protect the men and women that are on board of that. You know, if he gets boxed in, anything can happen. If he gets boxed in, you know, whoever's there with him, well, they're in a bad situation. And the media just painted that picture like way differently than what it actually was. You know, and a lot of people believe this shit. You know, basically my point is I brought that up, and if you do the investigating, you'll see that I am right. And the media doesn't, like, these reporters, they switch shit up to whatever their agenda is, or whatever, you know, whatever political side they're on, so to speak, or whatever the case is. You know, it's not the truth. By no means is it the truth. And it's just ridiculous. So basically, I just wanted to throw that out there. And when you do see things come across the internet or, you know, media-wise and stuff like that, you know, unless it's from a trusted source that you already know and trust and follow yourself, don't take it for what it is. Investigate it. Find out. You know, just think of how many lies have been told within our government in our own country, how many lies been told to cover up a selfish agenda, for money or other political reasons. Because ultimately this stuff affects us all. You got to open your eyes up, America. This stuff does affect us. I'm still clueless about everything. But as an American, I'm looking into it. I love this country just like the next patriot. I love this country with everything that's in me. I was born and raised here. And I love everything that this place stands for, everything that it's been brought up to be. But if just open your eyes and look, it's not the same anymore. And even still realizing that, I still love this country. Because I believe that we all still stand for the same thing. But a lot of us are divided, unfortunately. And, and a big part of it is because of this media. You've got to stop watching the media. Stop believing in what they tell you. They only tell you what they want you to believe. They're not going to tell you the truth. Because the truth is going to open your eyes up. The truth goes against what they're trying to do. The truth goes against their agenda. Don't believe it. Because once you get sucked into that, they don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about your family or what's affected. All they care about is their agenda. And just open your eyes. The story I just shared is a pretty clear representation of why. If you and all you need is just a little bit of investigating, and you can see that. Ask some questions. Look at our history. Have we sat back and just, said, oh no, we're going to send a bunch of Navy vessels over your way to stir up some shit. But then as soon as you tell us that we're in range of your rockets, what, you think we already don't know that? Like, there's so many things there that a lot of people don't know about. That's why I'm glad I do have this knowledge, because it helps me find more out. If I was, just as blind and not educated within this stuff as I am, I'd probably be the same way. I'd probably think the same stuff. But I did take the time. I feel like that's my duty as an American. I've been screwed over a lot. And in having these experiences, it's shown me to look beyond the fence. Don't take things for face value. I've been burned by close friends, even family. I've been screwed over a lot by close friends and family. So you pretty much got to worry about number one. Well, in this case, number one, in this aspect would be myself and the country, my patriotism. So I'm worrying about that, which leads me to start worrying about the safety, all the things going on. We have so many issues going on now, and the media just paints a totally different picture. So basically what I'm getting at here is stop paying attention to the media. If you're going to go on to something, and say you see something on a Facebook share or another YouTube video, really think before you comment. Really look into it. Just like I got a news app on my phone. That's why I found out about this. I was alerted by it. I knew about the conflict with Iran, but I was unaware that we had a specific aircraft carrier that wasn't going into the Gulf, and then everybody starts sharing their opinions about that. Tactics is one of the main things that makes our military work. We have good tactics. We have a lot of smart people in our military, and sometimes you got to do shit like that. It doesn't mean you're scared. It means you're smart. It means you're protecting an asset, or multiple assets, for that matter. And let's not just think about the military aspects as far as money-wise, because it goes deeper into that. There are men and women on those ships that have families, and I'm sure their families, once they realize what's going on, if they don't already know, they're going to want to thank that admiral for making that decision, because it was a good decision. But the media doesn't see that. So, America, please just open your eyes. Protect your families. You know, because that's what it basically boils down to. And this world is getting pretty shifty and dangerous. And we've got to do what we can to change it. Do I believe that it's going to change? Not completely, no. There's always going to be violence. There's always going to be one side that wants something from the other. There's always going to be greed. Always going to be all of that. So we just got to do the best we can to get it away from us. And stand together as Americans. Because this mainstream media that floods our America is not for us. This is going to become a big danger for us, is this mainstream media. So, well, that's it for now. I just wanted to prove that point. I thank whoever watching this. Thanks for stopping by. And again, please share your opinions. I'd like to hear about them. Go ahead and if you want to subscribe to me, I encourage that, please. It's the only way that I want to see this thing go further. And I, from what I understand, I can only do that through subscribers and likes and shares and all that. I am fairly new with YouTube and doing these videos, so just bear with me. But again, all my fellow patriots that do read this and see this, maybe I'm misinformed and I'm wrong. I encourage your feedback, please. All I ask is don't be rude. Don't be rude to me. I won't be rude to you. I understand there are going to be a lot of people that are upset and they're going to have their fair share of bullshit to say on here, and that's fine. I'm not going to be offended. Like I said, I'm not one to be offended easily. Everybody has a right to their opinion. I want to hear yours. Just all I ask is be respectful. You know, but those that do support this, please help by liking, sharing, and please just spread the word. Look into stuff and help my channel grow so that I can further things for this channel and for you guys. Thank you for stopping by and taking the time for this video. There's more to come. I hope everybody stays safe, and God bless.